Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, I'm your captain, guide, and friend, Dalton Rutlinger. Welcome back to Sailwind. Welcome back to the Kakam Only Challenge. In the previous episode, we made it here to the Astron region. And we made it here to Sunspire. We stopped at Mount Malefic. We made it over here to Sunspire and figured I would take a little look-see around just to make sure nothing has actually changed. I don't think anything actually has, but I say I don't think anything has. I don't really recall these fences or these walls being around. Also, how expensive is this? Thank you very much for the best spyglass in the game. There you go, you can have that back. Yeah, I'll be taking that very happily. I don't care if that was a significant blow to my money, and ultimately maybe even a a pointless investment. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine. Everything about this is perfectly fine. Yeah, I don't remember there being these walls here. Also, did I just trap myself in here? No, I did not. Haha. I am a genius in very, very, very few things. Whenever it comes to Sailwind, I think I'm about average intelligence. That's about as much as I can say. Yeah, so as I suspected, there is, in fact, not an inn on this island. What you'd think there would be. I mean, it is a town. Oh, well, whatever. Not my problem anymore. Let's pick up the pace a bit here. Unless this is the it. No, that's the thing. Huh, yeah, kind of strange that there is not an inn. That's lamp oil, firewood, I think I've got enough food. I will buy another barrel of water, though, just to be on the safe side. I probably have enough to finish this challenge, especially considering the islands in this region are not too far apart. All right. Let us be on our way. Unfortunately, the wind is not very favorable to us right now because it's blowing directly in our face. But with enough effort, I think I can probably fix that. Just go ahead and push the ship forward. If I was smart, I would have parked the ship going that way, but whatever. Too late now. Let us be on our way. We have places to be, people to see, things to do, and maybe in this video, potentially even a few ghosts to go hunt. But you know what? There's plenty of room over here, so I'm just going to go and put you there. Should be fine. Alright, let's loosen you just a touch. Problem solved. I got myself some sweet tea today to drink as I'm recording this. Pure leaf sweet tea. I already had a few pops today, so I figured it'd probably be best to just get some tea instead. And some Chips Ahoy cookies. Let's turn into the wind here. I might have done it a little too early, but I think I should be fine. Dang it. I have something caught in my throat. Apparently it does not want to come out. Can we pick up some speed, please? That would be nice. You know what? This isn't really working that well. I guess we're just going to have to deal with the wind being in our face for a while. I got a little too used to the wind being at my back throughout the entire journey up here. I'll still let a ways past this rock up here and then start making my turn towards that rock up there in the distance. Okay, and keep in mind this cheese is for over there, not eating. You know what? I'm just going to turn and with the wind here. What is going on? Why are we not getting any kind of movement here? Once I'm comfortable, I'll make that turn, but right now I don't feel comfortable enough to try it. I might be able to sail through that rock up there. Huh. Why do you keep... Ugh. Freaking gap sail. Mr. Boat, you need to get out of the way. Alright, I think I should be fine now. Yeah. This should be fine. Okay. Alright. See how good this thing actually... Yeah, okay. Wait. There's no way that's the mast of one of the brigs. That it's not in the right location. Okay. That rock up there is nothing. It's just a rock that's sticking out of the ocean. That over there is going to be Siren Song, I think. No, that's not going to be Siren Song. Siren Song is behind it. That's one of the new islands. I haven't really been to any of the new islands in the Eastern region yet. I've been to one, and I remember, like, nothing about it, so... It's almost blind. It's almost a blind thing, once again. Alright. Let's have some salmon. I guess to speed up time, I'll go ahead and just catch the few Z's, but hopefully I shouldn't sleep for too long. Wow. Where are we? Apparently the wind changed direction. Unfortunately, I really don't have much to say about this video. I'm kind of ready to just be done with this challenge, in all honesty. I'll finally have all of the smaller boats completely done as a challenge. Technically, I did not visit every island, but I visited every island that really matters, at least to my knowledge. Because there's the island with the thieves that I didn't go to out by Oasis, but all you really get with them is some sort of illegal letter delivery mission. It gets you 40 gold lions, so if you want to get a ship pretty quickly, that's a good way of doing it, because they pay you pretty good. And there's also other missions that come after that, but I have no idea what they are. Apparently, they come after you at some point. There's going to be the haunted island that's up in that general direction somewhere. That'll be the last island that we do. Maybe in this video, I don't know yet. Hopefully in this video. And then there's that island that's out by Happy Bay. And the island north of Mirage Mountain that was supposed to spawn a map, but it didn't. I have no idea what's there. I did not finish watching Shipwreck Sean's video about it, because I don't want to spoil myself with it. I spoil the location of where it's actually at. That's all I want to do. But once this series is done, what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch back over to an older save file where I have already bought the brig. And I'm going to do a challenge where I get the brig in and out of Mirage Mountain. It's not a challenge I'm looking forward to, but I kind of want to be the first person who does it. At least as far as YouTube is concerned. Where did that sticker go? I felt something sharp stab into my foot. And I'm looking for it on the floor, and I can't find it anywhere. I can't even, like, feel it in my sweatpants. No idea. I hate that. Whenever you feel them, and then you can't find them. Right, how's the wind doing? The wind is... It's not quite blowing from the direction I need to go in, but it's blowing close enough that it would be a pain in the butt to change, to try sailing directly to Fort Astron. So I'm going to continue sailing a bit on and get to a position where I can just turn straight south and just go straight into it. It took me forever to learn that maneuver. I don't know why, but as I've said, I'm not really the smartest person on the planet. I do learn. Very slowly, but I do learn. I do catch on eventually. It was a problem that annoyed many a teacher whenever it came to me. I wonder if I can see the brig yet. Not quite. I don't think so, anyway. The wind is blowing that direction. suppose I could probably zigzag. In fact, you know what? I'm going to do just that. Sail out this way for a little bit. Now, I only need to make it to the shipyard. I don't really need to worry about docking anywhere else. The shipyard is kind of in that dark area. Like, you can see, like, the brightest lights, right? Like, there's the lights that are closer to the boat, and there's the lights that are further on. The dockyard is right in front of those brighter lights. Why must you be blowing from the direction that I need to go in? Why? Just why? Of all the directions. Yep, there's the crane. Man, I am ready for Tuesday next week. Well, actually, I should be a bit more specific. I'm ready for 2:55 p.m. Tuesday next week. Because I'm finally going on vacation. Or staycation. Not really going anywhere. I'm just going to stay home and do a bunch of much-needed housework. I'm going to clean things up a bit. I'm going to record a crap ton of videos, maybe even do a few live streams, because I won't have to worry about going to bed or anything. I'm going to be off for a full week and a half. It's going to be glorious. I haven't had a week off since, like, August of 2024. I am very much ready for a little R&R. If the angles will work, I would not mind putting another gaff sail on the rear of this thing. Another mizzen mast, if you will. Just to kind of help with speed a bit. This thing was great for crossing the open ocean, if a bit slow. But now that I'm in this region and I'm so close to the end, I'm ready to get some speed on, if you know what I mean. Okay, you know what? I think, yeah, I should be fine to make this now. And indeed I was. Awesome. I can't see the brig because it's a little too hazy. I might as well sleep at the inn. Although I think it's starting to turn daytime again. I feel like it's definitely getting brighter. How's the slant doing, by the way? 63%. 76. But man, oh man, I am so ready to start the next series. It might be a couple of days before I officially start it. Because I need to refresh my brain on how to actually install mods without something holding your hand like Vortex from Nexus, for example. There's the brig in all her glory. Once upon a time, that was the biggest boat in the game. Although, it's still debatable. It's up to people's personal preference if they prefer the brig or the sandbuck. I honestly think I kind of prefer the sandbuck myself. The brig is cool. I mean, she looks gorgeous. But just the way, like, she's angled from the inside. Her cargo bay just isn't what it could be. And once upon a time, there was an argument that the Junk was the best ship in the game, but because of the shipyard update, she's lost a lot of her glory. I don't think she's even the cheapest of the main ships to, or the big ships to buy anymore either. I think it's the Sandbuck that is the cheapest. I might be wrong in that. I haven't looked at the junk in a while, but it's possible things have changed, but I'm pretty sure she is the second cheapest, with the Sandbuck being the cheapest. Alright, let's prepare you for docking. I don't really need to worry about tying you up too tight. And you know what, I might as well just take you all the way. I carried you this far, after all. Hire you. And boink, boink, boink. Alright, you've got 40 cheese delivered to you. Alright, I am going to run to the... Actually, you know what? No, I'm not going to run to the inn real quick. I'm going to go ahead and change the loadout of our ship real quick. Wow, only 4% damage? Really? Alright, I think I'm going to go ahead and remove the lower stay. Let's see here. Yeah, I'll try something like this. Whee! Alright, now I gotta, like, figure everything out again, like where everything goes. I'm gonna take a wild guess and say the... No, actually, that works out quite well. I'm actually kind of impressed. But I think it's that side that usually doesn't have the problem. It's the port side that has the problem. Alright, so... Well, that's gonna get confusing. Let's see here. Do I guess I might as well, like, go over to the inn and rest. And I'll also get a job too, because why not? All right. Let's make the turn. Actually, this gives me a chance to test out. All right, so apparently these type of gaff sales are fine, but the gaff sales at the Emerald Archipelago are weird. Ow. That was a good pop in the back, though. Ugh. Wait, that's not right. There we go. Let's put you there. And let's put you over here. Right, and you know what? Just to be on the safe side of things, I'm going to go ahead and buy a map. Mappity, 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 map. Here. Okay, so there's Astra Abbey to the west. Oracle Island is interesting. There's nothing really there, unless you go there at night, but there's no ports or anything. Firefly Grotto looks to be simple enough. Fey Valley, I don't think I've ever been to. And Siren Song is obviously where you start off in this region, and Eastwind has always been there. Alright. Let's go sleep at the inn real quick. Actually, what do you have to say for yourself? Okay, anything else? So I guess I'll head over to the island out west next. And what was it called again? Astra Abbey. Okay. Might be able to find something that's going over there. Oh, I thought I saw a new tool there for a split second, but it's just that thing. Right. I'll go ahead and hire you again, just in case. Okay, so hang on. I found that. What is poking my foot? Is it on my pant? Aha, found it. Little bastards. Oh, geez, those are really in there. I don't know how common stickers are in cities, like in your parks and whatnot, but out here in rural areas, they're a nuisance. Okay, so I'm looking for Aestra Abbey. Oh, wow. Okay. Oranges looks like they might be the main competitor. Trout, Northfish, water, beer, mead, cider, wine. We saw oranges. Pork. 202 versus... Okay, so 424 is going to be what we have to beat. Green tobacco. Blue tobacco. I don't think anything's going to be better than blue tobacco, but we'll keep on looking. I can't take logs. I can't afford gold. Can't afford gems. Can almost afford gems. Alright, so blue tobacco it is then. Right, and where are we going to go after? Aestra Abbey, then probably Firefly Grotto. Oh, no, 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 no. Okay. Let's put you there. Put you there. Put you there. And we can put you there. All right. Let's go ahead and cast off, I think. So this is going to be very interesting. Most of these islands I have not really been to. Right, let's go and lower you down. Try and get us away from the dock a bit. Straighten out. Make sure the stern doesn't hit the dock. All right. Let's try and get pointed in the right direction here while I fiddle with the sails. Alright, let's put you back over here. I'm almost tempted to just get rid of the mead. Alright, and yeah. See if I can do this the proper way. Like, just using the sails to try and steer the boat a bit. Oh, geez, you're way out there, but you have a tall structure on you. I don't know, maybe it would have been better to go over to Firefly Grotto first, then go over to Aster Abbey. No, because that way I can get Aster Abbey done. We can go over to Oracle Isle if we feel like it, and then pretty much just go over to Firefly Grotto. Hop skipping away to Fey Valley. And then same thing with Siren Song, and then finally finish up with Eastwind. Yeah. Let's get a better look at you. You are a massive island. And is that supposed to be a lighthouse, or what is that? Guess I'll find out when I get over there. And also, going up over to this island first means I can actually use the square sails on the way back. We haven't really messed with square sails in this game too much. I do want to test something out, though. How stubborn are you going to be? Apparently not very, by the looks of things. No, you will literally turn in any direction. Which, I mean, you know what? Honestly? Is kind of a relief, knowing that the sails will actually function the way that they're supposed to. How about you? You know what? I'm just gonna get rid of the mead. It's kind of outlived its purpose, and it's just taking up room on board the boat. I'll keep the chair, however. The chair's chill. A man always needs a place to sit. Alright, now you're working fine. How about in the other direction? Ooh, that might be... Nope. She still works fine. Alright. I am going to Start turning in this direction. Candles, you can go there. Maybe I should have just like sailed straight to the eastern region, because this would have been a very nice setup to have. This is not bad at all. All right, well, you know what? To save on time, I will join you guys again whenever I get a bit closer to over there. All right, here we are, getting pretty close to Astra Abbey. If you look at the map, it looks like there's a channel we have to go through in order to get to the dock. So that'll be interesting. Another island with a channel in it. Now for Firefly Grotto, I'm going to assume that Southerly Bend in the island is going to be where the dock is, but it might also be in that inner lake, too. Fay Valley, no idea if there's even a dock there. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, basically all these islands only take like a day or two of sailing to actually get to one another. I don't really need any food yet. And this is the nice thing about the Eastern region is all of the islands are like so big, you really don't need a compass. It's very easy to navigate here, which is why I very often recommend that new players start in this region. You don't have to worry so much about skipping past an island like you do in the Alonk region. Right, so where is the actual docket sit? What is that? I don't know if you guys can see it, but there's like a jellyfish or something. Out past the island a ways. It's gone now, but I saw it there for a split second. Alright, so this is going to be where things start to get a little bit interesting. Oh, I see what the problem is. Right, where is the dock to this place? I think I might be better off just reeling this up. Not over there, so it's going to be back over here somewhere. But it's interesting that there's 2 ways to get into that, maybe even 3 ways to get into this area. All right, let's turn on the lanterns. I guess I really didn't need to put the square sails on, but I think with the wind, they're going to be a bit faster than the gaff sails. Am I going to have to climb up to the very top of this mountain? Now watch, the dock will be like outside of the island instead of inside. Nope, there's the dock over there. Well, since I've never been here before, obviously I'm going to have to explore around a bit. And also, it looks like the way actually does loop around. Interesting. I was expecting this to be like a dead end. Okay, so this could also serve as a resting area if you're coming from Alonk. Especially if you're role-playing. Across the big, dangerous open ocean journey and then stop here for a little break, then finish your way on to wherever the heck you're going. All right, I think I'm going to go ahead and lower down the mizzen sail. Woo! Easy on. Right. That should be close enough. You know what? I think that's good enough. Cartman, where? Cartman? Oh, okay. You're in here. Interesting. Boink, 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 boink. You know what? I'm going to be here for a minute, so it's going to turn off the lanterns, just so we're not burning any candles unnecessarily. Oh, wow. It's the trader post and the inn all in one. Oh, you look a little out of place. You look more Arab than Caucasian. Huh. I'm almost back up to where I was before. Alright, whoa. Baguette? Baguette? You know what? I'll sleep first, and then we'll go explore. Alrighty. What do we have up here? Maybe it's some kind of church or something. At first I thought it was going to be like a massive lighthouse, but... Okay. Whoa. It's like a fortress thing up here. Is there a way to get inside? Or is it all sealed off? Don't tell me I walked all the way up here for nothing. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. We're not playing this game. No, siree. Although, by the looks of things, there's not really much in here. I refuse to admit this is all there is, though. I refuse to accept it. There's got to be some kind of secret here. Wait. Ah, man, it doesn't even exist. Yeah. Okay, well, all that looking around was kind of just pointless. Oh well. Not even the tree is solid. Alright, so where's Oracle Island from here? I think it's like straight north. Whee! Boink. Oh, there's another pathway over here. That leads to someone's death. Gotcha. Right, you know what? Give me some water. I'll also take another couple of bottles for the road. And I'll also take a few apples as well. Just so I have some fruit. Oh, right. You know what? I should probably also Wait, apples. The next place we're going to be going to, aside from Oracle Isle, is going to be Firefly Grotto. So apples aren't too bad. Goat cheese is pretty decent. Mead, wine. All right, so 225. $208. $210. Though I could take the books to Fay Valley. I guess it confirms there's a port there. And sculptures. Yeah, don't try taking a sculpture in the Kakam. It's not going to end well. I promise you. Okay, so you know what? Let's take some books to Fay Valley. And then we'll take some goat cheese. To Firefly Grotto. All right, put the books here. Actually, the books are the heavier cargo, so, well, the only place I really have is up front, unfortunately. And then we're going to have the goat cheese. I guess kind of like this. Okay, I'm going to head north to Oracle Isle, and I will see you guys back in a bit. Wait, is that Oracle Isle right over there? There's no way that's Oracle Isle. I guess it is. Okay. I wasn't expecting it to be like right out of the channel here. Although, ooh, there's some like shallow rocks here. That's sketchy. Alright, we've got all the time in the world aside from our food supplies, which is still doing fine. Still got plenty of pork and a couple of salmon left. Wait, is it pork or is it lamb? I'm pretty sure that's pork. So, I've never really seen it myself, At least I don't think I have. If I have, I've completely forgotten. But Oracle Isle likes to put on a show at night. So I think we might stick around and see if we can enjoy the show for a bit. I'm gonna admit, this is not how I remember Oracle Isle actually being, but I don't see anything else out there that would potentially be what I'm looking for. Nope, this is definitely Oracle Isle. I think we should be able to make this. Although, you know what, just to be safe, I'll just kind of park over here on this beach. Oh, no, 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 that's the wrong thing. Oh, no. No, dang it. Ah, this is throwing me off. Alright. So now all we really have to do is just sit back and wait for nighttime. Because something interesting is supposed to happen. Although it might only be certain times of the day. Or it might only be like certain weekdays. I don't really know. But I've only seen screenshots of what actually happens here, so I'm going to experience it for the first time. Thankfully, the sun is not too far away from going down. Let's see here. Yeah, there's this thing here on a random bench. Fine. I'll just sit here and wait. Okay, it is not too far away from being night officially. I just realized this thing is putting off some sort of sound. Now, as I said before, I don't really know how this all works. Oh. Okay. Now, does this continue as the night progresses? I probably shouldn't throw the bottle in the water. It might anger whatever the heck this thing is. Whoa. Hang on. Where'd it go? Oh. Spooky. And they just keep coming up. I've been playing this game for like 3 years, 4 years, and this is the first time I've ever seen this happen. Wait, whoa, hang on. There's vegetation down here. Okay. Spooky. Okay, but they're all fading away now. Do these things... Well, no, they don't only appear whenever you're close to this thing, because I've seen them off in the distance before. But the wind was not in a favorable condition to get to this location. I'm kind of curious what Raw Lion's intention was with this. If anything. Maybe he just got bored one day and decided he wanted to add in something kind of spoopy. But, yeah. I don't think anything beyond this really happens, so... I think I'm just going to return to my boat and be on our way. Still, it's interesting. You went a long way. I wonder if they spawn again. If they do, I'll let you guys know. Whoa, 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 whoa. Hold the phone, people. Actually, I think we're fine. I thought we were closer than we actually were. Alright, so the things did not come back as far as I saw. I stayed up for a little bit longer, but I definitely had to go to bed. Sooner rather than later. Yoink. Yoink. Oh, yeah, and for anybody who's been watching the series for the first time, and this has been your first introduction to this game, this is what square sails look like. They're probably the fastest for going downwind. Is that a freaking tunnel? Are we going through a freaking tunnel? I think we're going through a tunnel. I think we're gonna be like a choo-choo train and go through a tunnel. Heck yeah. It's been a while since I actually used square sails. I kind of got into the habit of just using nothing but gaff sails there for a long time. Hello. There's a shipwreck over there. Like a legitimate ship, actually. And is that? No, Dalton, that's a bush. Alright, well, obviously we're gonna go over there and explore the shipwreck. I mean, who looks at a shipwreck and doesn't go investigate it? What kind of ship even is that? Is that a cog? No, it looks like a... It might be a brig, potentially. It's kind of hard to tell. No. People coming from Sea of Thieves might be wondering why I'm not just dropping the anchor. Well, unfortunately, that's not how ships stop. See if this works. Yeah, that should be fine. All right. Well, this is a bit underwhelming. Maybe there's something I can find in here. Really? Nothing? Okay, Raw Lion, come on. You can't put a shipwreck on a beach like this and then not put anything in the ship. Unless there actually is supposed to be something here. And it's doing the same thing as what happened at Mirage Mountain. I'm just gonna... Whoa! I think the tide's coming in. I mean, the hull still looks pretty clean, all things considered. there's no way I can free this, right? Yeah, no, there's absolutely no way. I mean, even if I could free it, it doesn't have any sails, so it wouldn't do any good. Alright, let's be on our way. Oh boy. Right, I see what the problem is. The wind's blowing the ship back into the beach. Come on, almost. You're almost free. Help me out here, Tide. Help me out. Fine, I'll do this the hard way then. Oh, come on. That's not what I wanted to do. There we go. She's trying to get free. Come on, push that booty. There we go. I think it's just pushing me back into the beach. Admittedly to a deeper part of the beach, but still, not where I want to be going. There we go. Well, that was unfortunate. I was kind of hoping for a bit more... something a bit more interesting than just, a shell. Alright, well, this is going to be... Why are those trees up there dead? know what? I'll go ahead and just reel this back up. It's really not doing much good. Am I going at this from the right angle? I would have thought going through the tunnel here would have been the proper way of doing this. Because this feels like it's going to lead me back out into the ocean, which I don't really want. There's not really any way of knowing. Alright. Unless that's the dock up there. Looks like it. Yep, that's where we're going. Okay, so it's a settlement. Did Raw Lion listen to me talk about that weird dream I had a few years back? Because this is eerily familiar, even though I've never been here before. Another question is, how the heck is there wind coming through this cave? This is a massive dock. This is like the dock that's at Happy Bay. Is that a... How did a tree get in here? Oh, I guess there's that hole up there in the ceiling, but... Whoa. Is this a mine? This feels like a dock that's meant a lot more for larger ships. Not my little rinky-dinky Kakam. See, I believe I was bringing the cheese here, if memory serves. I probably should have wrote that down, but never mind. Oh, well, don't you just look relaxed? Alright, cheese, cheese, cheese. Boink, a boink, and a boink. Cool. Okay, so... what's so special about this place? There is an inn here. There's also a food stand. What the... You don't have any water in here? Fine. I'll take a beer and just kind of look around then. In fact, you know what? I'll take 2 beers. Well, there's a church here. Okay, this one's actually solid. Oh, no. No, no, no. Fall down there, I probably couldn't get back out. Okay. So, how about this mine then? They've got logs here. Whoa, okay, okay. Wait. Please tell me there's a secret. Please tell me there's a secret. Please. This is what I think of you and your no secrets. I thought I was actually going to make it into the water there. Alright, I guess that's it for this place. Oh, here's water right here. Hiya! Aw. Alright, so the next place is Fay Valley. Okay, right off the bat, cave mushrooms are apparently a good thing to take. Copper? It's not bad. Iron? Also not bad. Sulfur? Meh. Silver? Silver? Oh, oh, wow. Okay. Good God Almighty. Hang on, I'm actually kind of curious here. So, silver going to... It produces every type of metal except for gold. It even produces gems. Wow, okay, so if you get the money to actually start doing some trading, this is going to be a pretty good area to come to. Just pretty much everywhere wants metals. But that'll be for another time. You know what? I'm going to take... I guess it could take silver to Siren Song. Yeah, I'll do that. Oh, wow. Okay. Let's put you kind of back here towards the stern. Kind of even out the weight a little bit. In fact, you know what? Yeah. There we go. Alright. To Fay Valley we go. In fact, you know what? I will sleep at the inn. Sleep at the inn, and then we'll be on our way. Alrighty. This way. Stay back. Stay back. Don't you do it. Don't you do it. All right. Let's pull you in like this. Let's raise up the gaff sails. It'll just raise up. Yeah, I'll raise up both of them. Screw it. All right, we are going northeast. Memory serves right. Our next destination is pretty much just directly north of us. Pretty much. I have no idea where the dock's going to be, though. I'm going to assume on the south side by those rocks. Oops. So I kind of see what he's done here. He's made the islands really close, but he's made the navigation a bit more challenging. I'm just gonna angle out like this. And have you go out like that. And I don't mean challenging as in it's supposed to be difficult. I mean challenging as in it's supposed to be a bit more interesting. Like, all these spires sticking out of the water up here. All this didn't exist before. I have no idea if I'm going to do the Haunted Isle in this video or not, seeing as how I'm already going on like 2 hours. I think it would be better to just keep the Haunted Isle as its own separate video, even though it would be shorter. That way it's just a bit more interesting. All right. Okay, I see something up there on the side of the mountain. I'm just going to keep the gaff sails nice and tight here. And I'm also going to go and pull you in as well. The wind's not blowing hard enough yet to really pose as much of a threat in the event of us, like, capsizing or whatever. But in the event that a gale comes or a storm comes along, then yeah, I'll definitely be loosening these. All right, I will see you guys whenever I get a little bit closer. I'm going to start trying to save on time a bit. Ah, well, I found the town. I figured it was going to be close by to that. Whatever that is up there. That crane. So I'm guessing that's another mine then. Jeez. Lots and lots of mines in this region, apparently. Alright, we are on our final approach here. To, Fay Valley. I wanted to call it Fay Island. I knew that wasn't right. I'm going to go ahead and lower down the mizzen sail. Whoa, let's not do that if we can avoid it. I'm also going to go ahead and lower down the mainsail. I think the reason I'm taking on so much water is because I've got both the silver towards the back. There we go. Alright, one more island. Pretty much down. Alright, tell you what, I'm actually just gonna go ahead and run up the bowsprit here. Never mind. That was a fail. That was a very big, colossal fail right there. Yeah, here should be fine. Alright. Give me them books. Books, books, books. Books. There you are. Alright, let's see here. Let's go up here and have a little look-see at what this place is all about. Okay, so that would explain the crane, so they don't have to trug everything up that hill. That'd be a nightmare. Water, please. Fine, you can have this beer. Cider, huh? Oh, whoa, hello. Fruit stand, vegetable stand. Pipe. There's even more back here. Okay, this is a pretty decent-sized settlement, apparently. Alright, there's got to be something of interest back here, right? There's another cart. Come on, let there be something of interest back here. Please. Please. By the looks of things, no. So there's... I am going to go ahead and climb up to the very top of this mountain, though. Whoa, hello. Never mind, it's nothing. I've taken so many screenshots of this area. I don't know what screenshot I'm going to use for the thumbnail. That could use a bit more work. Yeah, I've already seen you. Alright, I'll try not to spoil the magic too much. It's a very pretty place, though. I will say that. Very pretty place. You know what? Actually, I brought some stuff with me that you can actually have, because I just don't need anymore. Sleep at the inn again. Okay, this leaves us with 2 main islands left to find in this region. Are y'all ready for this? I don't know if all of you are ready for this. Hiya! Whee! Sploosh. Okay, actually, you know what? Is there anything worth taking to Eastwind from here? Cider. Apples. Cheese. Whoa, what was that? Gems. You know what? Fine. I'll take a couple of things of cider to... I will only take 1 thing of cider to Eastwind. That's fine, I guess. Alright. I was kind of hoping the wind would change direction, to be honest. Alright, let's go ahead and wheel you up. I'll bring you in. I don't know if I picked up enough speed for this, but hopefully I did. Come on. Come on. There we go. You can do it. I have faith in you. How much faith will remain a mystery, but I do have faith. There we go. Heck yeah. So now we only have a few things of silver to take to Siren Song, which is just a hop, skip, and a jump away right over there. And then Eastwind. And I think that's going to be where I finish up the video. I'll save the final isle, the secret isle, for tomorrow, which will be Thursday. All right, and yeah, I'm getting up like to almost 2 hours. I am going to see you guys in a moment, whenever I get closer to Siren Song over there. All right, everybody, welcome to Siren Song. I think I might actually be... I think it might actually be better to... Now that again, I don't know. I was going to say it might be better to dock facing that way, but... It's going to make getting to Eastwind a bit more difficult. I still have plenty of time. I might actually go ahead and record the next video going to the other island, like right after I get done with this. Because I still have plenty of time. It's not even 7 o'clock yet. And it shouldn't take very long to get to Eastwind. Yeah. Hey, I actually made it. What do you know? All right. Give me your services, good sir. Boink. And... What? I didn't unseal this. I didn't unseal that. Where did the other silver go? No idea. Oh well. Yeah, I really don't need the fishing pole or the fishing hooks anymore. Did I confuse some of the silver with the fishing hooks? I surely would have seen... Whatever, it's kind of irrelevant. Alright. Give me some of that. Give me some water. And let's be on our way. Let's get this done and over with. There we go. Once I get out past this rock, I'll make the turn out west. And I think now should be about good enough. Whoa! Maybe not quite that aggressive. Alright, hang on. Let's try this again. Okay, why are you... Why are you doing this? You are not catching nearly as much wind as you are claiming. Oh, this is weird. Alright, what if we lower the sails down then? No, it's acting like it's got something extremely heavy over on this side. What in the world? Okay, let's see if the problem persists after reloading the game. Wait a minute. Is that the island? Well, that's a lucky find. Okay. I was not expecting to find the island that easily. I raised up all the sails in the middle of the night because this rain came in. And I wasn't sure where I was because it got so dark. Alright, well, this is the last official stop of the series. But there is one more island that we will cover in the final video of this series. There's an island out in that direction somewhere that needs to be found. Alright, just to save on time again, I will see you guys whenever I start approaching the docks of Eastwind. Just around this corner should be the entryway to Eastwind officially. challenge is almost done. This has been an interesting time. In some ways, I am ready to be rid of the Kakam. But in other ways, I feel I have grown a certain respect for this thing. She's not as bad as I had originally thought she was. She is extremely maneuverable. She can be quite quick with the proper sail setup. But her biggest weakness is and will likely remain the lack of space. And for as harsh as I have been on this little tiny boat in the past, I feel it's not entirely unjustified. But I feel as though I have been perhaps a bit too harsh on her before. Right, where's the apple cider? There we go. I know I said apple cider. It's just cider, but I kind of feel like, you know, it kind of goes without saying. Cider, 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 cider. There we go. All right. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, that pretty much wraps up the series. Well, the challenge part of the series. There will be one more video that comes after this one, so stay tuned. But I have a feeling we might be seeing a bit more of this ship in the not too distant future. Because, as I've said many times throughout the series, I'm going to be starting a modded playthrough before too long that will include Scattered Seas. And whenever I start that mod, assuming I get to pick which ship I start with, I'll have the option of going for simplicity with the Dow, maneuverability with this thing, or just general cargo space with the Cog. Part of me is kind of leaning towards just more maneuverability, but we shall see what happens whenever we finally start that series. But this is going to be where I end it here. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please leave a like, leave a comment. If you want to see more from me in the future, consider subscribing to the channel. And until next time, guys, God bless. Take care of yourselves. I will see you in the next video. Until then, this is your captain, signing out.